Everybody asks how you can make money in 2026, but nobody asks what key traits do you actually need in order to make you a successful person. So in this video, I'm gonna unveil for you guys 5 different traits that I think are very necessary to make you a successful person. Without these 5 things, probably not even the idea of a business will actually work. We're starting the video off with patience. The first key trait is patience. Most people underestimate how long does a business actually take in order to succeed. Some people try something for 3 to 6 months after they see no result and decide to quit. In reality, some businesses and most of the businesses require years and years of hard work, dedication in order to create a momentum and to see some real success. A lot of people see someone successful and they instantly assume that it happened overnight or he got lucky. But in reality, what they don't see is the sleepless nights and years of dedication and failure and just learning until eventually something really worked. Patience also allows you to compound your skills and knowledge. So you really need a lot of patience in order to become a successful guy, because you will encounter a lot of different issues and situations that are not predictable or a lot of headache from different type of people. So you need to learn how to deal with that by having patience. Now, patience alone isn't enough. The second trait you need is consistency. Success usually doesn't come from one big action, but from small actions repeated over long periods of time. For example, posting content regularly, practicing a skill, improving a product, learning from mistakes. Usually, the difference between people who succeed and people who fail is often just who stayed consistent for long enough. Consistency builds experience, confidence, and reputation. Over time, those things create opportunities that you can benefit from. So stay consistent. Technology, AI tools, and online platforms evolve constantly. The strategies that would work 2 years ago may not work today. That's why you gotta have adaptability. That's gonna be the third key trait for today's video. The people who succeed are usually the ones who adapt quickly to new environments. Someone who learned how to use AI tools early has a huge advantage over someone who ignores them. The fastest learners often win. People who resist change usually fall behind, and that happens every time over the history. So you gotta move fast, you gotta adapt to every environment, no matter where you are in your life. You just gotta take advantage of what you have in front of you, because right now we all have access to internet, which is actually a very big key factor for a lot of success. You can search anything online and you can adapt and make something out of nothing, basically. Now, for the last 2 key traits for the video, I saved something that's not really discussed by many and is not that common, but to me, I feel like these 2 things are actually the most important things in order to be a successful guy. The 4th key trait is gonna be high agency. Now, what does high agency actually mean? Basically, it means believing that you have the ability to change your situation. Many people think their life is controlled by luck, the economy, other people. High agencies people think differently. When something doesn't work, instead of blaming external factors, they ask, what can I do differently? The mindset leads to experimentation, problem solving, persistence. Instead of staying in a negative mindset, you should be a little bit positive and take some responsibilities for what happens in your life and become that leader. Don't just make excuses that, oh, I get unlucky, other people are lucky, they live in different cities, they come from different parents, they have different backgrounds. Well, these cases might be true, but in reality, you can also change them, right? You have the power to change the reality that you live in. So it's your responsibility to change that and to become a successful guy. You cannot just live in a negative mindset. Me personally, the biggest difference I notice in successful people is that they assume there is always a way to improve the situation. They never fall behind and they never quit. They just find a way through and make things work. And now for the final key trait of today's video is gonna be tolerance for uncertainty. You guys gotta understand that entrepreneurship and making money in real life or online, no matter what, are just very uncertain. Unlike traditional jobs, there are no guarantees. For example, project failing, slow growth, unpredictable income, trying ideas that might not work. Most people are uncomfortable with this. They prefer stability and predictability, but people who succeed learn to operate without constant reassurance. If you need to know exactly how things will turn out before you start, building something new will feel extremely difficult for you. Don't waste your energy in thinking of different variables that might go wrong or go right. You just gotta start something and you will figure things out on the way. The ability to tolerate uncertainty allows people to try new ideas, take calculated risks, continue even when results are unclear. You cannot be in control all the time in all the different situations, so you gotta let your guard down a little bit and just start to be a little bit more flexible. Don't waste your energy in areas that you cannot control. It's just a waste of energy. You should focus on what you have in front of you and what you can actually control and do better. And most of the times, that starts from right here. The opportunities to make money in the future will probably be bigger than ever, but the people who take advantage of those opportunities will be the ones who develop these traits and stay in the game long enough to see results. So don't quit, just start something, start implementing stuff step by step, and try to follow these key traits in order to see some real changes in your life. If you guys found this video helpful, let me know down in the comments if you also want more business and lifestyle videos like this besides my normal type of content, because honestly, deep down, this is what I'm most passionate about and this is my day-to-day life. It's basically based around business, so let me know in the comments. Also, drop a subscribe and drop a like on the video, follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned because in 2 days I have the coolest video so far, I think, and it's gonna be a very, very cool food video. Peace.